Welcome back to the channel. Today we bring you a heartwarming Old West story filled with love, loss, and second chances. A young widow returns to Dodge City with her little daughter, carrying nothing but painful memories and fading hope. But when the little girl whispers, "Mama knew you'd be here," an unexpected reunion changes everything. Will the cowboy she left behind open his heart once more, or has time changed them forever? Watch until the very end to discover this touching tale of faith, forgiveness, and destiny. If you enjoy emotional Western stories like this one, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories. Now, let's get started. The autumn wind carried dust through the streets of Dodge City, Kansas in the year 1884. Horses stamped outside the saloon while merchants called to passing travelers. Into the busy town rolled a weathered wagon that had clearly seen too many hard miles. Holding the reins was Clara Whitmore, a young widow dressed in a simple black gown. Her face was pale from exhaustion, and grief rested heavily in her eyes. Beside her sat her 7-year-old daughter, Emily, hugging a worn cloth doll that had belonged to her father. Only 6 months earlier, Clara's husband had died of fever while leading their wagon west. With no money, no family, and nowhere left to turn, she had made the painful decision to return to the only place she had once called home, Dodge City. As the wagon creaked past the old church and the blacksmith shop, Emily suddenly leaned forward, staring toward the livery stable. "Mama," she whispered with quiet certainty. "Mama knew you'd be here." Clara followed her daughter's gaze. A tall cowboy stood repairing a broken fence. His broad shoulders and calm movements were familiar, even after so many years. It was Jacob Hayes. Time seemed to stop. Jacob looked up, wiped the dust from his hands, and slowly removed his hat. His eyes widened in disbelief. "Clara," he said softly, "after all these years, is it really you?" Clara managed a faint smile, though tears threatened to fall. "Yes, Jacob." Neither spoke for a long moment. They had once dreamed of building a future together, but life had taken them down different roads. Clara had left Dodge City after her father accepted a business opportunity in Missouri, and the letters Jacob had sent had never reached her. Believing she had forgotten him, Jacob buried himself in ranch work. Believing Jacob had moved on, Clara had eventually married another man. Emily climbed down from the wagon and walked toward Jacob without fear. "My mama said you were the kindest cowboy she ever knew." Jacob knelt with a warm smile. "And you must be Emily." She nodded proudly before taking his hand. Clara looked away, embarrassed by the condition of her wagon and the few belongings she still possessed. "I don't have much left," she admitted. Jacob glanced at the fading daylight, then back at Clara. His expression held no pity, only quiet determination. "You won't spend another night alone," he said. "My ranch isn't fancy, but it's warm, and there's always room for honest people." For the first time since her husband's passing, Clara felt that perhaps hope had not abandoned her after all. Jacob led Clara and Emily to his ranch a few miles outside Dodge City. The house was small, built of sturdy timber, with a wide porch that overlooked golden fields stretching toward the horizon. It was not grand, but it was clean, peaceful, and filled with the warmth of a place that had been cared for with honest hands. "You may stay as long as you need," Jacob said as he opened the front door. "No one should face hardship alone." Clara thanked him with a grateful smile. For the first time in many months, she slept without fear of what tomorrow might bring. Days soon turned into weeks. Clara helped prepare meals, tended the garden, and mended clothes around the ranch. Emily quickly became everyone's favorite, chasing chickens through the yard and laughing as Jacob patiently taught her how to ride a gentle pony named Daisy. The lonely ranch slowly came alive again. One rainy afternoon, while helping her mother unpack the last of their belongings, Emily discovered a small wooden box hidden beneath folded blankets. "Mama, what's this?" she asked. Clara opened it carefully. Inside lay an old letter, its edges yellow with age. She recognized Jacob's handwriting immediately. Her hands trembled as she unfolded it. The letter had been written nearly 10 years earlier. "Clara, don't leave Dodge City. Stay and let me build a life with you. I may not be a wealthy man, but I promise you'll never face life's storms alone." Tears filled Clara's eyes. "I never received this," she whispered. "Father told me you had never written." Just then, Jacob entered the room. Seeing the letter in her hands, he understood everything without a word. "I thought you chose another life," he said quietly. "After months without an answer, I believed you'd forgotten me." Clara shook her head, tears falling freely. "I waited for your letter, but it never came." For a long moment, neither spoke. The silence carried years of lost hopes and unanswered questions. Emily stepped between them, holding both of their hands. "Maybe God saved it so you could read it today." Jacob smiled through misty eyes. "I believe your daughter is wiser than either of us." As the evening sun broke through the clouds, Jacob gently took Clara's hand once more. "We cannot change the years we've lost," he said softly. "But if you'll allow it, I'd like to spend the rest of my years making new memories with you." Clara smiled through her tears and nodded. Under the endless Kansas sky, the widow, her little girl, and the cowboy finally discovered that true love may be delayed by fate, but it is never forgotten.